Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're doing another side-by-side comparison, and this is taking a look at the Galaxy S6 versus the HTC One M8. Now we don't have the M9 in our area yet, but we will, and then we'll compare those two. But since this is a metal-to-metal phone, premium design status, let's go with both of these. Let's be honest, the M8 is very similar to the M9. Now when we look at these two, we do obviously a difference in terms of design. On the HTC One M8 side, we did have, no physical buttons. It was all touchscreen based. You have the two front speakers, big front camera, and that was about it on the front. Unfortunately, we still have this big, hideous HTC area taking up so much space, including on the M9. Why they got rid of it, we'll never know. On the Samsung over here, we have a big physical button, which some people like and some people don't. We have the earpiece, but not front speakers. And we do have the big camera as well. And that's about it. In terms of a screen ratio to body, it's going to go to the S6, but it depends if you prefer audio compared to visual. Now, you can see the HTC One M8 and the M9 as well will be taller than the S6. This is important to note. It is a taller phone. Now, in terms of width, they're both pretty much the same. Very minimalistic difference. I think the S6 is actually slightly wider, actually. So let's put it right here. It's actually too minimal to even tell, really. So for your day-to-day usage, you're really not going to notice the difference in how wide each one is. Now, when we do take a look at this, though, we can see a couple of differences in terms of thickness. The HTC One M8 is definitely thicker in comparison between these two phones. You can see that curvature really makes it stand out. So that's going to be one thing that we definitely notice. Now, in terms of the button on the side, there is none on the HTC on the left side, whereas the S6 has the volume rocker. At the top right here, both of them have the IR blaster at the top. However, HTC One also has their power button right there as well. On the right side, we see HTC's volume rocker, whereas on the S6 we see the power button, and then we both have the SIM card trays on the side, both taking nanos. Now on the bottom right here, we have Samsung's speaker, which again, HTC's was right in the front, and both headphone ports at the bottom, and then you have the micro USB at the back. Now, another important note is Samsung's antennas are right here at the bottom and the top, which we can kind of see HTC's one a little bit at the top right here, but where it really comes from is the back. So let's flip them over and see the back design of both of these two devices. So both premium materials, but we notice very different design language here. On HTC, they have their patented antennas going across, which is the same kind of style that Apple uses since they use the same patents for the antennas. And on the M8, we had a big and small camera. On the M9, we'll just have one big camera. And that's what we have on the S6, just one big camera. And you have glass, Gorilla Glass 4 backing right here, whereas you have a all-metal aluminum backing on the HTC One. Both have their logos respectively on the back, as well as the FCC footprint right there. And of course, both will have carrier recognition if they are branded. Now, in terms of the flash, the HTC One has a bigger flash in comparison to the S6. However, the S6 does have the heart rate sensor on the back as well. So between these two phones, the HTC One M8 and M9 definitely have a more curvature style to it, whereas the S6 relies on its sides for a better grip in comparison to just having a flat back. Which one you preference in terms of holding is up to you. In my personal experience between the two, both are very premium devices, but the HTC is just a little bit more slippery for my taste in terms of being able to hold down. Both of them do slide in terms of how they operate, but when you grip it from the side, I just feel that the S6 has a little bit better grip compared to the HTC One M8. Both feel good in the hand, and both are premium, and you just have to decide which premium model you rather have. For all latest news on the S6 and lots of videos for it, make sure you stay tuned to the Android Guy on YouTube. This is RICKY, the Android Guy.